What's up, Cloud Clan? I'm Clouded, and welcome to episode 9, I believe, of Rollout. It has been a while, like 2 months at least. I think it's been over 2 months. But if you guys do not know what Rollout is, all of the details about the rules and everything is down in the description below, so feel free to check that out. Usually we would roll 5 out of 6 of the team, but since it's been so long, I'm just going to roll all 6 of them again. Now, it's basically blue team versus white team type thing. If you guys have watched ones in the past, then you already know that. But we're gonna go ahead and see who is going to be on the little number 1 slot. So we've got a 5, and I'm rolling these 10-sided dice. I got 3 of them. We've got a 5 and a 2 and a 6. So the Pokemon who has the Pokedex number 526 is Gigalith. So we're going to be using a Gigalith for the number 1 slot. Coming in the 2nd slot, it's going to start with a 0 coming all the way from Gen 1. 0, 6, and 1. So Pokemon number 61 is going to be Poliwhirl. So we can bring anything from the evolution line that Poliwhirl is in. I used to just put the Pokemon that I was going to use down below me, but I'm just going to leave it so the Pokemon that I actually roll is going to go down there until we get to the battle screen. Then it'll be what I'm actually using. So down below you'll see a Poliwhirl, but we can use Poliwrath or we can use Politoed. So we'll just have to see when the battle comes. So the next 3rd slot is going to start with a 1, and a 9 is going to be next, and the 3rd number is a 7. So number 197 is going to be an Umbreon. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do about that because there's several different evolutions, but I think we're going to go Umbreon. I think that'll be the one exception to the evolution chain. So if we rolled an Eevee though, we could use any of them. But since we did roll 197, which was Umbreon, we'll use an Umbreon. So that takes care of the first 3. So moving on to the next team, we're going to start with a 4, and then a 9, and then a 5. 4 and a 5 is Snivy. So we'll be using our Superior. And the 5th slot is going to start with a 0, a 1, and, rolls off my playmat, but a 5. So Pokemon number 15 is Beedrill. So we're going to be using a little Shino guy down here. And the last, okay, it's not going to start with a 9 because there are no Pokedex numbers that start with a 9. We re-roll a 2, and then a 3, and then a 6. So number 236 is Tyrogue. So we can use Tyrogue if we really wanted to, but we can use Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, or Hitmontop. So when we come back, I will have my team put together and we will be on the showdown screen against some opponent that I most likely grab off of Twitter. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, here we are with the battle screen. We're battling Luxtrade388-733, but he is also known as Gamer Ozzy. You may recognize his name. I made him a channel mascot and banner, and his links will be down in the description below, so feel free to check him out. And today he is bringing a Hydreigon, an Arcanine, Raikou, Rhyperior, Feraligatr, and a Mr. Mime. And then as you can see, I'm bringing what we rolled. We've got Gigalith, Politoed, Umbreon, Superior, Beedrill, and a Hitmontop. So I'm gonna lead with our Gigalith because we have the Stealth Rock. And I don't know how well you guys can see my moves because my screen layout's a little bit different, but we've got Rock Slide, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, and Explosion on this Gigalith. I'm gonna set up my rocks. He might switch, predicting an Earthquake or something. I don't know. He might have HP Ice. And apparently I'm a girl today. I thought I sent out a different type of I picked a different type of character, but anyway, that's not a big deal. Let's see, he sends out his Feraligatr. Do I want to send out my Kermit Politoed? I think I do, because I don't really think he can do much to me. He might have... Can Froligator get Earthquake? I feel like he can, but we are pretty bulky. And I'd like to get a Toxic off on anything, because he has nothing immune to it. And we do not have the Drizzle, because we are playing UU and below, and apparently Drizzle is not legal in UU. And this is why I wanted to get a Toxic off. Oh, he misses his Rock Slide. I am sorry about that. Let's see. I'm gonna switch out into him on top and get the Intimidate off to kind of cancel out his Dragon Dance. Goes for the Rock Slide. Does he miss again? Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. Okay. He might switch out here. He might switch out. What would he switch out into? Arcanine, maybe? He could switch in Arcanine. Or Mr. Mime. Or Mr. Mime. But I don't really want to risk sending out our Beedrill, because if this Froligator attacks us, our Beedrill is probably dead. So I'm just going to go for the... I wish I have Mach Punch, Bullet Punch, Sucker Punch, because I just want to run something fun and Rapid Spin. And in most series of Rollout, I've said in previous episodes, I never expect to win these battles. They're just for fun. That's really what I'm getting at. I'm gonna switch back out into Kermit. Okay, so he does not switch out, and we're gonna get some more residual toxic damage on him, which is nice. And he might switch here. I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam, because if he switches into Arcanine though. Okay, there's Mr. Swag. We're gonna get an Ice Beam off. And let's see, what's he gonna have for me? What's Mr. Swag gonna have for me? I'm just gonna go for the Scald. Let's just go for the Scald. Charge Beam. Ooh, that's nifty. I like that. That is nice. Oh, we get the burn. And I'm sorry I'm gonna do this, but it is the right play. I'm going to protect, so the burn will take him out. I always feel bad for Stally type things like this, but it's the right play to do. And I feel like I got really good rolls this week. I'm really happy with this team. We're pretty bulky, and then we've got a physical attacker, Beedrill, and then our special attackers are superior. So out comes Laxus the Raikou. And what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Umbreon is our special defensive wall. But, I mean, Kermit is really bulky too. But I'm going to switch an Umbreon. I got the hiccups or something going. Oh, he goes for the Calm Mind. He goes for the Calm Mind. That's not bad. I'm going to go for the Foul Play. It's probably not going to do too much. But, oh, this thing could have Signal Beam. I just remembered that. Please don't run Signal Beam on this thing. I just remembered he can have Signal Beam. He might predict the Toxic, though. He could predict the Toxic and go back out into his Feraligatr. That's a possibility. But does he want to get rid of his +1 in special attack and special defense? That's the question. Plus, he's going to be taking more damage from Stealth Rocks. And I don't know if he has a Spinner or a Defogger or anything. Unless his Rhyperior has Rapid Spin. But I'm not sure if he can learn that. So he's taking his time thinking. I'm just hoping he doesn't have Signal Beam. Because if he doesn't have Signal Beam, I don't think he can... Okay, there's a Discharge. It doesn't do too much. And Wow, Foul Play actually does a decent amount of damage. 37%. And he is also holding the Leftovers. He also has the leftovers. I'm gonna go for another foul play. He goes for another Calm Mind. Oh boy. Alright. Another foul play will take him out. And I don't think another attack will take us out of anything that he has. There's another discharge. We live it. And this foul play is going to take out the Raikou. So we're doing pretty well so far. Hopefully my thing is recording right. Looks like it is. Okay, good. Sends out Buddy. And he gets the Intimidate on us. So, I think I'm just going to go out into Kermit. Because I don't think Arcanine can do much to Kermit. Let's send out Kermit. He goes for the Morning Sun to get his health back up to full, which is fine. And I'm going to go for... I feel like... he might switch out. If I go for the Scald, he's going to switch into Feraligatr. Or Hydreigon, which I could go for an Ice Beam. But I think Scald is still the better play overall. Yep, there's the Hydreigon. And he's going to take the Scald. It would have been nice if I did go for Ice Beam. I almost did. I love Hydreigon. Ever since I got my little Dano in my Glazed Nuzlocke, I really, really liked this Pokemon. I think we can take any one hit. Unless he's like Specs Draco Meteor, then we might not live that. There's the Dark Pulse. We don't flinch, thankfully. We get an Ice Beam off. He loses 41% of his health, and we lost 40.1%. So we can live another Dark Pulse as long as he doesn't get a high roll or a crit. Or gets a flinch. I'm going to Protect, just to get a little bit more of leftovers. And to ensure that we do live. He might switch, though. He might switch here. Okay, he's going to stay and go for another Dark Pulse. I just wanted to Protect, kind of Scout at the same time, but just to ensure that we will live another Dark Pulse and take out this Hydreigon as long as he doesn't flinch us or crit us. He may go into the Feraligatr, to be honest. But either way, Feraligatr is going to take more Stealth Rock damage. He's also poisoned, and he's going to get hit by Ice Beam. So it's not really too big of a deal. And most of my team is PU. I have 4 PU Pokemon. I have 1 UU being Umbreon. And then Hitmontop is RU. So I told him if he wanted to build, I told him what Pokemon not what Pokemon I had. I told him my tiers. I told him I had 1 UU, 4 PU, and an RU. And I just asked him if he would bring UU and under. So he brought, I think he said 3 UUs and under. So that's perfectly fine. He could have brought an all UU team if he really wanted to. I wouldn't have minded. So okay, that pops up. We're going to go. I'm gonna go into Punchy because I want to get an Intimidate off. There's the E-Speed. And it knocks us down to 80%, which is okay. I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch. See if he actually does attack us. He might predict an Earthquake, though, because Hitmontop can get Earthquake. Hopefully he doesn't and goes for Flare Blitz, maybe? Maybe? But he does have the attack drop, though. He does have the attack drop. Okay, he does switch out, so our Sucker Punch is gonna fail. And I think here I'm gonna go into Gigalith. Maybe. No, we could actually use him against Arcanine if we really need to. Let's go. He might set up the Rock Polish. I'm gonna go into Umbreon. Goes for the Earthquake and takes our Umbreon out. That's okay, I guess. And what type are you? Rock, Ground. We can go in Slytherin. He might switch. He might go out into Arcanine. He could very well go out into Arcanine. But do I risk going for the Giga Drain? What's Arcanine at? 82%. I'm gonna Dragon Pulse. I'm going to Dragon Pulse, hoping he switches out into Arcanine, predicting a Grass type attack. Bon Slytherin. Oh, he stays in. I could have killed him. Oh, good play. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming at all. Alright, it might be in a little bit of a situation here. I should have just played it safe and went for the Giga Drain because I would have taken him out. Let's go into Aggro Crag. And I'm going to Earthquake it up because Earthquake will hit everything for a good amount of damage, but he probably will outspeed us. I don't know, we're both pretty slow. I'm carrying the Rocky Helmet as well. And then Explosion if things go bad. Can we take him out with an Earthquake? We don't. This battle might be a bit closer than I thought it was going to be. Because we were doing really well, and now it's kind of... Because we did lose our special attacker, which is going to be really, really bad because of that Feraligatr is still around. Even at 64%, he can still set up and go have fun. But hopefully Shino can put in some work here soon. I think I'm just gonna have to let Aggro Crag go down. Let's go for Earthquake. And yep, he takes out the Earthquake. I should have just went for the Giga Drain. I really regret not going for it. And our Umbreon, our Wish Passer is gone now. So I'm just gonna go for the Scald here. We should outspeed. He switches out into Feraligatr. Takes Stealth Rock damage, takes some Scald damage, and then Toxic. I don't know if we outspeed, but I'm going to switch into Hitmontop to get the Intimidate. Yep, there's the Dragon Dance, which we do cancel out his attack boost. And I'm just going to go for the Mach Punch. I'm going to go for the Mach Punch. I don't know, Punchy here might be able to help us out a lot because his Mach Punch is super effective on Rhyperior still because he's Rock type. So he should outspeed us, but all three of our moves are priority. Oh, he lives at 1. He lives at 1 and he crits us. Ah. All right, so we trade Pokemon here. I'm gonna go into Kermit. And he could very well go for Extreme Speed with Arcanine. But he's probably trying to decide which one he wants to go out into because... Please go out into Rhyperior. Yes. Okay, I think we're okay. I'm gonna Protect. Please don't go for Rock Polish. I'm going to Protect to just get a little bit of leftovers back before we go for... Actually, I should have went for Scald. I should have went for Scald because if he's... Okay, he doesn't switch. So there's the Earthquake. Let's get a little bit of leftovers back. And now let's go for the Scald. And it should kill. And we should outspeed it. We should outspeed it. It's the Rhyperior. Alright, come on. It's actually been a really good battle. I've had a lot of fun with this battle. And even though I don't expect to win these, I still try my best to win. And if I don't, it's alright. It's just a fun series. That's nothing more than that. He just said GG to me. I'm not sure. I don't know why. Does he mean GG as in he has it or I have it? Because he could kill me. We live at 3! Wow, I did not expect to live that close combat. I'm going to say good game to him. Oh my goodness, that really was a good game. Remember guys, his links will be down in the description below, so feel free to check him out. He's a really cool dude. So hope you guys enjoyed this battle. We're going to go to the post-game little I don't remember what I used to call it. The post-game results. There we go. The post-game results, and see who will be returning next week. All right, here we are with the post-game results. Coming in with 1 kill was Umbreon, and coming in with 5 kills was Politoed. Feraligatr died when it was knocked out when Hitmontop was in battle, but I believe the poison took it out, which was what Politoed gave to it. So Politoed, even if he didn't, that still gives Politoed 4 kills, and Umbreon and Politoed are both on the blue team. So that obviously gives the blue team 6 points and the white team gets 0. So looks like the blue team wins for this week, and the MVP on that side was obviously Politoed, so we will be seeing Politoed come back next week. So if you guys did enjoy today's episode of Rollout and you're actually glad to see it back, please leave a like and a comment, maybe even subscribe to join part of the Cloud Clan. That'd be greatly appreciated, and I will see you next time.